What's up guys, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. In this channel we talk about the stock market and we do it in two different languages, English and Spanish. So if English is not your cup of tea, you can also watch this very same video narrated by me in Spanish. In this video I want to go over the 5 top stocks that I am going to be watching during the second week of December. By the way, the 5 stocks that I am going to be talking about in this video were stocks that you guys suggested to me, dropping a comment down below in the videos that I posted this week. So if any of you guys wants me to either break down from a technical standpoint or taking a deep dive into any given stock, go ahead, drop a comment down below and let me know what stocks you guys want me to talk about. By the way guys, I have been kind of sick these last days, so my voice is not in a good shape. I do apologize ahead of time with you guys because of that. And please remember, I am not a financial advisor. If any of you guys wants to either trade or invest in any of the stocks that I am going to be talking about in this video or that I have ever talked about in any of my videos, you guys have to do your own research work and get your own conclusions. So without further ado, let's get started. The first stock in my watch list, and this was a suggestion of a viewer, Placido, is going to be Walgreens. Placido dropped a comment down below and told me to go over Walgreens, and I am doing it, of course. Thank you very much for the suggestion, Placido, by the way. In the case of Walgreens, the very first thing that you guys have to keep in mind is that Walgreens, from a long-term perspective, is that Walgreens is a dividend stock. This is a stock that pays out a dividend. In the case of Walgreens, it pays a very nice 4.69% dividend yield. And for those that don't know what a dividend yield is, a dividend yield is a financial ratio that shows how much a company pays out in dividends each year relative to its stock price. So if any of you guys decide to invest at a long term in Walgreens, you will be paid 4.69% a year per every share of Walgreens that you guys own. That's a very nice dividend yield. Every dividend yield between 4 and 6% is considered a very good and nice dividend yield. So keep that in mind if any of you guys wants to invest at a long term in Walgreens. From a technical standpoint, here we have a 1-year chart. We can see that Walgreens has been downtrading throughout this year, and it broke the downtrend in late November. Yeah, on November 11th, it broke the downtrend and started to pull up. Now I am going to pull up here the 4-hour chart over here. And once I pull up the 4-hour chart, we can see that Walgreens at this point is very overbought. You guys can see the relative strength index around 81 points, very overbought. It should pull back a bit. I would say that if Walgreens pulls back down to this 50 SMA line, this green line that you guys can see over here, if Walgreens happens to pull back to $39 a share or $40 a share, that would be a buy, definitely. I wouldn't touch Walgreens at these prices with the RSI being so high at 81 points. And I'm going to pull up again here the 1-year chart. And check this out, guys. Walgreens is something like it is 28% of its highs on the 1-year chart. So this is a very nice discount for a stock that pays a very nice dividend yield. So in the short term, guys, I'm not touching Walgreens until it pulls back, as I said before, down to $39 or $40 a share. And at a long term, this is a very nice investment, taking into account the very good dividend yield that they pay. But even from a long-term perspective, I wouldn't buy shares until Walgreens pulls back a bit, because it has to pull back a bit anytime soon, given the RSI at 81 points. So this is definitely a stock that is worth keeping a close watch on, okay? Walgreens. And Placido, Thank you very much again for your suggestion. The second stock in my watch list is going to be good old NIO, guys, my second favorite stock ever. In the case of NIO, guys, I posted a video this week talking about the delivery numbers for November, and I told you guys in that video that if NIO happened to keep on dropping, I was gonna sell put options, which I did, and I also told you guys that I was going to probably, if NIO happened to pull back near 40 bucks or so, I was gonna buy call options to profit from that pullback that NIO was having on December 2nd, which was the day in which the delivery numbers for November was put out, and that's what I did. Take a look, guys. On December 2nd, I purchased one call option contract, paying $315. That contract expired, I should say, on February 19th. But check this out, guys. I paid $315 for that call option contract, and later on that day, like 30 or 35 minutes after that, I sold that contract for $520. So I was able to make something like $205 in a matter of 30 or 35 minutes, okay? I purchased this contract, this call option contract, when NIO got down to $38.50 or something like that. And then once NIO got to $38.50, it bottomed out there that day. It started to pull up, and when it actually started to pull up very aggressively, and when it got up to $44 a share, I sold my call option, making a very nice profit. You guys know that I am an investor. I am a long-term investor in NIO. I own something like 700 shares, so I cannot trade NIO in a regular way, you know, like buying shares and selling shares as a day trade or as a swing trade, but rather whenever NIO pulls back, I profit from those pullbacks of NIO, either selling put options or buying call options. So I am still making money with NIO in the short term, aside from the long-term position that I have been able to build up on NIO. In the case of NIO, I'm gonna pull up here the 4-hour chart. The very first thing that we notice about NIO is that it has pulled back a lot, guys. As of now, NIO is almost 28% of its highs. So we have a very nice discount in NIO, and sorry guys, we can see that the RSI has also cooled off quite a bit. Right now, the RSI of NIO is at 36 points, which is very healthy for NIO. And I am going to zoom in here. I think that if NIO keeps on pulling back, it should find a very nice support at around $39.50, $40 or something like that. So I'm gonna be watching NIO like a hawk this next week, and if it happens to keep on pulling back, I will be for sure buying call options again if NIO happens to pull back, as I just said, guys, down to 39 or 50 bucks a share. That's my plan with NIO for this upcoming second week of December. So keep a close watch on this. If any of you guys, by the way, wants to start to build up a long-term position in NIO, this might be a chance to do it. Okay, not buying all of the shares in one go, but you can buy some shares at around these prices. If NIO keeps on pulling back, you guys can add more shares to your long-term position. Or if NIO starts to pull up, you can, as I just said, keep on adding shares to a potential long-term position that you guys want to build up in the case of NIO. So very attractive this week for me, definitely, guys. I'm gonna be keeping a close watch on NIO, and I also sold put options that expire in February. Not worry at all. The price target of those of that put option is $35. So if NIO happened to be below $35 by February 19th, I am gonna be buying 100 shares of NIO at a discounted price of $35. So that's a win-win situation for me. And on top of that, when you sell a put option, you are credited a premium that you preserve, that you keep, regardless of what happens with the price of the stock. So NIO is still being a win-win for me, and keep a close watch on this, guys. Remember, $39, $50 or $40 a share would be definitely a price to either buy call options on NIO or buy shares or whatever you guys decide to do with NIO. The next stock that I want to tell you guys about is the one that you guys are seeing in your screen, IDEX. By the way, this was a suggestion from Pablo, which also left a comment down below last week. And as I said before, if any of you guys want me to go over any given stock, please leave a comment down below and I will gladly do it, obviously. In the case of IDEX, I found this company very interesting, like very interesting. So I'm gonna be reading for you guys because I am not really familiar with this company, but IDEX, ticker symbol IDEX. And by the way, this is a penny stock, guys. We call a penny stock every stock that trades or which price is below $5 a share. The current price of IDEX is around $2.10 or something like that. I'm gonna be showing you guys the technical chart in just a second. But in the case of IDEX, this is a company that is based in New York, and they focus on the adoption of commercial electric vehicles and developing next generation financial services. And what I could research on their website, which is the website that you guys are seeing over here, check this out, guys. This was very interesting. IDEX acquired in March of 2019 a controlling stake in Tree Electric. Take a look at this, guys. Okay, Tree Electric. I could be butchering this, right? So Tree Electric is a company in Malaysia that makes electric bikes. These bikes that you guys are seeing over here. This is very interesting. This is the very first time ever that I see, sorry guys, electric bikes. So, and they also are investing in another company over here, which name is Solid Track. Okay, let me show you company portfolio. All right, here we have Solid Track. In the case of Solid Track, this is a company that is based in California and they make electric tractors. Wow, I never saw electric tractors before. So here we have, take a look, the future of farming. And take a look at these tractors. And these tractors work with electricity rather than gasoline or diesel. So very interesting company, huh? Very interesting company. So I found this company so interesting that I might be posting a video about IDEX anytime soon. Thank you very much again for your suggestion, Pablo. Very interesting company. So when it comes to the technical chart of IDEX, as I said before, this is a penny stock. Take a look. It closed on last Friday at $2 a share, $2.02 a share. And this stock has been all over the place. For the most part, penny stocks are very volatile. And IDEX is not the exception, right, to the rule. So I would say that from a technical standpoint, and I'm gonna pull up here the 1 hour chart, okay, real quick, here you go. We can see that IDEX have found some sort of support around $1.96 or $2, give or take. So if we happen to see a breakout of Ideonomics to the upside, it could be visiting this 180 SMA line around $2.29, okay? And here there is also, from a technical standpoint, an interesting fact. Take a look. I'm gonna zoom in here, guys. We have a breakout candle to the upside over here. You guys can see it, okay? Here. So if Ideonomics happens to pull back this next week, it should find support at around $1.90, guys, a share. That should be a good support for Ideonomics. And watch out, guys, if Ideonomics happens to break this red line, as I said before, around $1.94, $1.90, it could pull back to $1.20. The next support, the next foreseeable area of support would be at around $1.20, give or take. Somewhere around this area, okay? So be careful with Ideonomics, guys. As I said before, penny stocks tend to be very, very volatile. So if Ideonomics breaks the support at around $1.90, $1.95, it could drop down to $1 or $1.20. And if it happens to break the resistance that is currently having at around $2.10, $2.50, it could pull up to $2.32, or with good volume and momentum, it could also pull up to $2.82, or maybe $3.20. The takeaway message from penny stocks, guys, is that these stocks are very unpredictable. They are very risky to take short-term trades, okay? Very, very risky to take short-term trades. So my advice would be trading this stock with a stop loss if you guys don't want to hold Ideonomics at a medium or long term. And just keep a close watch on this. As I said before, I really found this company very, but very interesting from a long-term perspective. So I am not thinking about day trading or swing trading Ideonomics, but instead I am thinking about doing a deeper research work on Ideonomics and maybe taking a long-term position on Ideonomics. So well, a very interesting stock over here. So Pablo, thank you very much again for your suggestion. And remember, guys, Ideonomics, ticker symbol IDEX. And the fourth stock that I want to tell you guys about is APXT. And this was another suggestion of you guys. Donnie asked me to take a look into APXT. And first of all, this is a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company. And what is a special purpose acquisition company, guys? Well, this is a blank check company, meaning by that this is not an actual company that is running an actual business, all right? So the purpose of a SPAC is raising money to either merge with another company or acquiring another company, okay? And then become a listed company in the stock market. So this is a SPAC. You guys have to keep that in mind. And there is a real name behind this SPAC. The real name behind this SPAC, or the real company that is going to be merging with this SPAC, if the merger happens to go through, all right, is a company that is called AV Point, okay, AVE Point. And AV Point is a data management provider and cloud partner of Microsoft, okay? So if this SPAC actually merges, as I said before, with AV Point and starts trading in the stock market, I think that this SPAC is trading, or is going to trade, if the merges happens to go through, in the NASDAQ. So if this whole operation happens to go through, I think that we have a very nice potential. There is a very nice potential with this company. This company could definitely go for a rocket ride just because they are doing business with Microsoft. Obviously, right? With such a huge company like Microsoft. And by the way, something that is worth pointing out about this company is that it is being led by former Oracle Chief Financial Officer Jeff Epstein. What a horrible last name to have, right? Epstein. And well, whatever, guys. And the company AVPoint also is being led by former Goldman Sachs manager of technology investment banking Brad Conan. So we can tell that this company has very knowledgeable people about how to doing business on board, right? So let's take a look at the technical chart of APXT, okay? The first thing that is worth pointing out is that APXT has been trading for only a few days, all right? I think that they started trading in November 20th, okay? So we don't have such a large technical reference about this stock. And in the 1 hour chart, we can see that APXT has found some sort of support around $13.90, okay? Where you guys can see this red line. And the RSI is at 60 point, which shows that the company has a good momentum. Arguably, we could say that APXT is kind of overbought at this point of time, but it has a good momentum, definitely, all right? And we can see that we have an overhead resistance coming up at around $14.56. And if APXT happens to break this resistance, we can see it pulling up to $16.11 or so, all right? And yeah, you guys have to keep a close watch on this upcoming resistance around $14.59 or $15, okay? If APXT happens to break that resistance, we can see it climbing up to $16 a share or $15 a share, okay? I would say that the technicals look pretty good, look pretty good on APXT. And well, Donnie, thank you very much for your suggestion. This is a company that I will be keeping a close watch on. I think that there's a huge potential, as I said before, if APXT happens to merge with AVPoint. And as I said before, since this company is already doing business with Microsoft, there is a huge potential over here. And watch out for a pullback down to the 180 SMA line on the 1 hour chart at around $12.61. I think that if we see a pullback, this might be as low as APXT could go at around $12.58. So APXT, guys, it's looking very nice. Last stock is going to be STEM Incorporated. This is another SPAC under the ticker symbol STPK. And this was another suggestion of you guys. My buddy Joker sent me a message asking me to take a look at this SPAC. So keep in mind, this is a special purpose acquisition company. And if STPK happens to merge with STEM Incorporated, so STEM Incorporated is going to be the company that is going to be listed in the stock market, okay, to trade as a company, not as a SPAC. So in the case of STPK, I also found this company very, very interesting. This is the website of this company, and I'm gonna read from their website for you guys. So check this out, guys. Founded in 2009, STEM is an energy storage leader that offers customers a complete solution of integrated battery storage systems, network integration, and battery optimization via its proprietary AI-driven software platform called Athena. All right? So in other words, they storage renewable energy and they redirect it to the grid using an artificial intelligence network. Pretty interesting, right? Pretty interesting, really. And down below, I also want to read this for you guys. They say that the addressable market opportunity for this business is $1.2 trillion, guys. Unbelievable. $1.2 trillion market opportunity. So I would say that this is a lot of money, guys. Okay, so if this SPAC happens to effectively merge with STEM, there is a huge potential over here. Okay, and by the way, something that I didn't say before about SPACs, if a SPAC doesn't either merge or acquire another company, the SPAC can be liquidated, okay, in a 2 years frame. So every single time that a SPAC comes out, there is a 2 years frame for that SPAC to either merge with another company or acquire another company. If none of that happens, the SPAC can be liquidated and the money that investors put into that SPAC has to be returned to the investors. Something that you guys also have to keep in mind when it comes to SPACs, okay? So you guys have to proceed carefully whenever you guys are investing money into any SPAC. But let's take a look at the technicals of STPK, okay? Let me pull up here STPK. Okay, so here we have the 1 hour chart of STPK, and check this out, guys. This stock went from $10 a share up to $17 in a matter of 2 trading days. Unbelievable. No, sorry, 1 trading day. Take a look. From here, $10 up to $17 in only 1 trading day. We're talking about an increase of 74%. Unbelievable. So, from a technical standpoint, this stock is extremely overextended. Okay, we can see that the RSI is at 74 points. So, from a strict technical standpoint, this is a no touch. Okay, no touch. RSI at 75 points. And I would personally start to consider getting some shares of STPK if it drops down to this 50 SMA line around $11.62 on the 1 hour chart. But I really have to see a huge drop on STPK for me to even start considering taking a position in this SPAC, guys. This is extremely overextended. So I'm gonna keep myself watching STPK in these next days, but I am not touching this SPAC until it cools off, as I said before, down to $11 or so. I think that from a long-term perspective, this company has a very interesting business model, but from a technical standpoint, this is a no-touch, definitely, with the RSI being so high and with the stock being so overextended after having increased something like 70% in just a matter of 1 day. So from a technical standpoint, a no-touch. From a long-term perspective, this is definitely a stock that I am going to be taking a deeper dive to see if there is really a true potential long-term opportunity when it comes to STEM Inc. Okay, so thank you very much, William, again for your suggestion. Very, very intriguing and interesting stock over here. Okay guys, I am going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate that. If you guys found value in this video, please hit that like button for me and consider subscribing to the channel if you guys haven't done it yet. Please follow us on Instagram as well, and remember, please drop a comment down below and let me know what stocks you guys are thinking about either trading or investing in this next second week of December. Please, sorry again because of the poor shape of my voice. As I said before, I have been sick these last few days, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.